Alright, the topic that we're going to begin now is known as marginal analysis, right? I told you earlier that an individual firm has to take two important decisions. One decision is it has to take output decision. What level of output to produce? At what level of output will my profit be maximum? Right? The second decision it has to take is pricing decision. What level of prices to charge? अब जो perfectly competitive firm है, it need not worry about pricing decision. Why? Because prices are already determined in the market. I've already told you, it is just a price taker. It doesn't have to take any pricing decision. ये price charge करूँ या ये, not at all. It is a price taker, right? Market decides the price, not an individual firm. But a perfectly competitive firm must make an output decision. What will be the profit maximizing level of output? ये उसको decide करना है. Should I produce 100 units, 200 units? At what level will my profit be maximum? And how does it make this decision? With the help of marginal analysis, right? Marginal का word क्या meaning क्या है? Additional. Marginal analysis का अभी एक meaning ये है whether I should produce an additional unit or not, right? This is not complete discussion. This is partial discussion. Whether the firm, think as a firm, assume you are a firm, whether I should produce an additional unit or not. And when you're taking this decision, right, you need to keep two variables in front of you. How do you perform marginal analysis? There are two variables involved. एक variable क्या है? Revenue earned when an additional unit is produced. दूसरा variable क्या है? Cost incurred when an additional unit is sold, right? ये दो variables हैं. What is this variable? What is the terminology which we use for this variable? Revenue earned when an additional unit is produced and sold. Produced and sold. What is the word which we use for it? Marginal revenue. And what is the word which we use for it? Terminology. Cost incurred when an additional unit is sold. Marginal cost, right? With the help of these two variables, we are going to do marginal analysis, right? Right now, I want you to assume you are a producer. You have already produced 500 units, right? Of a good, whatever, whichever market you're in. It is a perfectly competitive market, right? You have already produced 500 units of a good, right? Now, you have to decide whether you should produce the 501st unit, right? Should I produce the 01st unit? This is the question that you have to address. This is our marginal analysis is now started, right? Situation 1 में तुमको दे रही हूँ marginal revenue को मैं $10 लिख रही हूँ. Let's say the marginal revenue, the revenue that you will earn if you produce this 501st unit, first 501 unit is $10. ठीक है? Marginal cost that you will incur, इसको बनाने में जो खर्चा आएगा, let's say it is $5, right? ये जो 501वां यूनिट है, इसको बनाने में जो खर्चा आएगा, it is $5. Should you produce this unit, 501 unit? You should, right? Marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost. You're receiving revenue of $10 और खर्चा $5 का आ रहा है. Should you produce this 501st unit? Yes, you should, right? Okay. Situation number 2 में बिल्कुल opposite रख रही हूँ, right? Let's say now marginal revenue, let's say, is $5. Marginal cost is $10. Now should you produce this unit? रेवेन्यू जो एडिशनल रेवेन्यू आ रहा है $5 का आ रहा है, खर्चा $10 पड़ रहा है उस यूनिट को बनाने में. नेचुरली यू शुड not produce that unit. You should not produce that unit, right? This is what marginal analysis, what I just did is known as marginal analysis, right? When marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost, you should produce that unit. Why? Because it is going to add to your profit. उस यूनिट को बनाने से तुम्हारा प्रॉफिट बढ़ेगा. If by producing 500 units, let's say you were making a profit of $1,000, right? Then by producing that 500 first unit, one additional unit, तुम्हारा प्रॉफिट कितना हो जाएगा? $1,005. ये जो $5 का डिफरेंस है वो प्रॉफिट में ऐड हो जाएगा. In case you're feeling, let me tell you the mathematics that is happening in the background. All of you know profit is equals to total revenue minus total cost. Agreed? अगर मैं पूछूं change in profit किसके बराबर है, तो what will you say? Change in profit is equals to change in total revenue minus change in total cost. Agreed? Agreed, right? अब what is this change in total revenue? ये change in total revenue when an additional unit is produced, इसको हम किसका नाम देते हैं? Right now we are speaking in terms of one additional unit only. Change in total revenue को, let's suppose, I'm just doing a simple calculation. Let's say this is unit number 1, 2, 3. Price मैं charge कर रही हूँ 10, 11, 12. ठीक है, not a perfectly competitive market. I'm just giving you the concept of what is meant by change in total revenue है क्या? 10, 11, 12, right? Total revenue is equal to, what is the formula for total revenue? Price times quantity, right? So this will be 10, this will be 2 times 11, 22, this will be 3 times 12, 36. अब मुझे बताओ marginal revenue पहले यूनिट का क्या है? Additional revenue earned when an additional output is produced 10 ही होगा. What is the marginal revenue of the second unit? 22 minus 10. Agreed? एडिशनल रेवेन्यू कितना आपने अर्न किया जब सेकंड यूनिट प्रिपेयर किया, सेल किया? $12. सो $12 ये है क्या? दिस इज बेसिकली योर चेंज इन टोटल रेवेन्यू. टोटल रेवेन्यू में $12 का चेंज आया व्हेन यू प्रोड्यूस द सेकंड यूनिट. इसी तरह व्हाट इज द मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू ऑफ द थर्ड यूनिट? 36 माइनस 22, 14 यूनिट. तो ये मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू बेसिकली है क्या? दिस इज योर चेंज इन टोटल रेवेन्यू, राइट? Marginal revenue is change in total revenue when one additional output is produced. Remember the word marginal is there. तो यहाँ पे change in total revenue की जगह मैं क्या लिख सकती हूँ? I can write change in total revenue is actually equals to MR. ठीक है? Change in profit is equals to change in total revenue की जगह मैं MR लिख सकती हूँ. What about change in total cost? Change in total cost क्या है? If you recall, in one of our previous lectures, I introduced the concept of marginal cost, which was the additional cost incurred when one additional output was produced. तो let's say जब मैंने पहला output ये produce किया था, what was my marginal cost? 85 minus 55. Total cost में कितना addition आ रहा था? $30 का. तो marginal cost is basically change in your total cost, right? तो यहाँ पर instead of delta TC, I can write MC. So change in total profit when an additional output is produced is MR minus MC. So naturally when MR will be greater than MC, your profit will be positive. What does that mean? Change in profit is positive. इसका क्या मतलब? Change in profit will be positive. Profit will increase, right? Similarly, if MR is less than MC, naturally this number will be negative. Change in profit, yani delta profit will be negative. What does that mean? Profit will decrease. This is the reason when your MR will be greater than MC, you're going to produce that unit because of profit को बढ़ाएगा. If your MR will be less than MC for any particular unit, you're not going to produce that unit, वो profit को गिरा देगा. उसका बनाना profit को गिरा देगा, right? Now let's visualize, let's do a visual inspection of this concept. ये marginal analysis को हम visually करते हैं, right? Let's suppose, अच्छा ये applicable on all market structure. देखो अभी परफेक्टली कंपेरेटिव फर्म की बात हो रही है, तो फॉरगेट दिस, एप्लीकेबल ऑन ऑल मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर इज ट्रू. मार्जिनल एनालिसिस हम हर मार्केट में इसी तरह करते हैं, राइट. द ओनली डिफरेंस इज इन द शेप ऑफ द मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू कर्व, राइट. पहले हम अभी परफेक्टली कंपेरेटिव मार्केट की बात कर रहे हैं, राइट. अब मैं क्या करूँगी, आई एम गोइंग टू पुट बोथ मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू कर्व एंड मार्जिनल कॉस्ट कर्व इन दिस ग्राफ, both of them together. Since marginal cost is also measured in dollars, marginal revenue is also measured in dollars, so on the vertical axis I'll simply write dollars. I can also write MC and MR, but I think it is more convenient to simply write dollars, right? Horizontal axis पे number of units produced, ठीक है. How will the marginal revenue curve look like? Recall Mr. Daab. Do you remember that line जिसे Mr. Daab कहा जाता है? हमें पता है डिमांड कर्व जो है इट्स अ स्ट्रेट हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन इन अ परफेक्टली कंपेरेटिव मार्केट, और वही डिमांड कर्व हमारा मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू कर्व भी था, इफ़ यू रिमेंबर, राइट. सो अवर मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू कर्व इज अ स्ट्रेट हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन. लेट्स से एट $5 मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू हमारा $5 है, राइट. मार्जिनल कॉस्ट कर्व कैसा था, इट वॉज फर्स्ट डिक्रीजिंग बिकॉज ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग मार्जिनल प्रोडक्टिविटी, इट वॉज and then it was increasing because of diminishing marginal productivity. It was a U-shaped curve like this, ठीक है. ये मैंने दोनों ग्राफ्स डाल दिए. अब हमें मार्जिनल एनालिसिस करना है. Let's say these are the units that can be produced. You are a producer, right? You're thinking, you will begin your analysis from marginal analysis, whether I should produce the first unit, the second unit, the third unit. As long as answer is, as long as MR is greater than MC, you will continue producing it. For example, तुम अपने आप से पूछो, should I produce the 50th unit? 50th यानी up till 50 units मैं produce करूँ. 50th unit अगर मैं बनाऊँगा, so what will happen? My marginal cost is $4. Marginal revenue is $5. 5 minus 4 is 1. This 50th unit will increase my profit by $1. So I should produce it. Profit बढ़ है. Should I produce the 100th unit? Marginal cost of producing the 100th unit is $2. Marginal revenue we all know is $5. Should I produce this unit? Definitely it is giving me a profit of $3. Right, should I produce the 200th unit? Yes. Marginal cost is 2.5. Marginal revenue is 5. Right? So as long as your marginal revenue curve is above your marginal cost, we have already seen this, you will continue increasing your production because every additional unit produced will keep on adding more and more to your total profit, right? अब first करो, should I produce a 400 unit? 400th unit में produce करूँ. अगर मैं 400 unit तक production चली जाती है, then if I produce this 400 unit, my marginal cost will be $9. Marginal revenue will be 5. अगर मैंने ये produce कर दिया, so whatever profit I've made so far, it is going to decrease by $4, right? So I should never produce 400th unit. अगर मैं 400 unit produce नहीं करता, what will happen? अगर मैं produce कर रहा हूँ, my profit is decreasing by $4. It is very easy to understand this. अगर मैं produce नहीं करूँ, if I don't produce this 400 unit, I will manage to increase my profit by $4. यानी कि as long as in the area where MC is greater than MR, it is profitable to cut back your production. As long as your MR is greater than MC, it is profitable to continue increasing your production. But when your MC is greater than MR, let's suppose you end up at a point where 400 units, you should immediately cut back your production because that will increase your profit. कैसे? Are you getting this idea what I'm trying to say? जैसे let's say, why does cutting back production increases profit when MC is greater than MR? ठीक है, let's suppose ये जो 400 unit है, अगर मैं इसको produce नहीं करूँ, तो I will lose a marginal revenue और $5 मैं lose कर दूँगी. अगर 400 unit मैंने produce और sell नहीं किया, तो naturally I won't be able to get this $5 अगर मैंने sell ही नहीं किया. But I should not ignore this fact that if I don't produce this unit, I'll save a cost of $9. $9 की मैं cost भी तो बचाऊंगी. Even though I'm losing revenue of $5, but I'm saving a cost of $9. So my profit is actually going to increase if I don't produce this unit. Profit क्या है? We have already seen MR minus MC. Sorry, this is change in profit. Change in profit is MR minus MC, right? If you don't produce the 400 unit, I agree. -5 का revenue मैंने लूज़ कर दिया -5. लेकिन मैंने कॉस्ट भी तो सेव की. पहले मेरी कॉस्ट +10 थी. नाउ आई सेव दैट कॉस्ट. माई कॉस्ट हैज़ रिड्यूस्ड. जो यूनिट ही प्रोड्यूस नहीं हुआ तो कॉस्ट इनकर ही नहीं हुई, वो कॉस्ट गिर गई -10. व्हाट इज़ द डिफरेंस? 5. If I don't produce this unit, I will make a profit of $5, right? Should I produce a 350th unit? I should not, because by the same reasoning, I should cut back my production. When MC is greater than MR, right, I should never increase my production because that will decrease my profit. I should cut back my production. ठीक है? So as long as your MR is greater than MC, increase your production. If your MC is greater than MR, decrease your production. Then what is the profit maximizing output? Where MR is exactly equal to MC, where the two curves intersect, right? अगर मैं manager हूँ, if I decide to produce 250 units बनाऊँगी, have I made a sensible decision? I have not. Why? Because if I'm making 250 units, all these units between 250 till 300, they could have given me profit. मैंने वो profit ज़ाया कर दिया, the opportunity of making profit, right? So I should produce 300 units. यहाँ पे मेरा profit maximum होगा, right? My profit will keep on increasing. Every additional unit produced will keep on adding more and more to the profit. Agar if I go beyond 300, I'll commit a big mistake, because beyond 300, MC starts getting greater than MR, and my profit will start to decrease. So this is the point, MC equal to MR, which gives you your profit maximizing output, right? MC equals to MR is applicable. This rule is applicable on all market structures. The only difference is कि उनका MR curve straight horizontal line नहीं होगा, right? It would be downward sloping. That we'll see later. Oligopoly का तो और different होगा. Forget the rest of the market structures for the time being. The key takeaway of this discussion is that profit maximizing output occurs where MR is equals to MC. In this case, I should produce 300 units of output, right? That's it.